Hello, everyone, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Wednesday, August 15th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Ewan What Army.
Please remember, everybody, that you can help support this show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet, picking up some of our merchandise, such as the recently released Puns R Us shirt that is available from the merchandise link down below. Also, remember to submit stories or anything else that you'd like us to talk about. You can do so by sending us a message on social media or on Reddit, all of which is at iReadit, which would, regardless whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit itself, whichever one, we're all at that location regardless. So, Mr. What Army? How are you?
I'm fucking exhausted.
I agree.
These past 3 days, at any given point in the research area, we've had 10 to 15 people waiting to get to the front counter.
Gross.
Literally any given point during the day. So I've been worked. I feel exhausted. I feel tired. I have a giant stack of copy requests I have to catch up on that I can't even touch. Frustrating.
Because screw you, guy.
So I have to sit there at the front counter. And the front counter sucks ass. I'd much rather be in the back, so I'm filling out those copy requests so I could listen to, podcasts and stuff. Nope, I have to be at the front counter listening to buttholes. And not like nice buttholes that you would watch on certain videos online. I'm talking like dirty, nasty, flappy buttholes.
Gross.
Yeah.
So you're saying you would not be tongue punching that fart box?
No, absolutely not. I would not drag my dick through a mile of salt and barbed wire just to hear a fart through a microphone.
Yeah, that sounds atrocious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. My day was equally rough. Like, it started out crappy. We had a major report that was due yesterday, and I spent all day yesterday calling over 100 different people trying to get them to file their reports. Come into work this morning, and 18 people still didn't file either at all or on time. So I'm trying to take care of that, and then it was right around like 10:30-ish. My computer is like, hey, you haven't changed your password in like 36 seconds. You need to change your password right now. And I was like, okay. So I changed my password, and then it was like, you changed your password. You need to re-log into your email now. You need to re-verify your credentials. So I go to re-log into my email, and it goes, you've been locked out of your account. Please contact your IT department. And I'm like, okay. So I go to the little IT thing to enter an IT ticket, but IT has changed how they function now, and in order to put in a ticket, you have to log into your user account. But I'm logged out of my user account, so I can't submit an IT ticket. So I have to ask one of the other people in the office to submit an IT ticket for me. And then I go on break, and I get back from break, and they're like, hey, one of the IT people said that they're going to call you real soon. How soon is real soon? I don't know. Real soon. Okay.
A day later.
Real soon ended up being like 35 minutes later. That is not my definition of real soon. I guess it's soon in the IT world, but when you literally...
No, actually, that's a fairly quick real soon.
But
even in like legal senses.
Like, yeah, sure. But when literally all you need to do is go reset user account's password, click, like...
That's fair. I usually do themes with my passwords, so I started doing Star Wars planets with mine.
Well, power to you.
Because fuck, I don't know how to spell half of them half the time anyways.
Exactly. And then after that, I was trying to work on catching up on all the crap from people not doing the things that they were supposed to do. When my boss is like, hey, I need you to do this thing and review this complaint. And I'm like, oh, that's actually really cool because you haven't asked me to do that before. It needs to be done today. Oh. It's like 2:30.
Like, yeah. Well,
okay.
See you when it's done.
I do that, and then also throughout the entire day, I had 3 people that were just devoting themselves to making everything involving my life horrible. Like, just, like, having questions and then repeatedly calling every hour to see if I had figured out the answer to their question or not yet. Yeah,
it's good. It's good shit right there.
Yeah.
That's corporate,
Something about that, some sort of good something
I
or
guess
other.
Legal, not really corporate, whatever.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, though, so yeah, that was super fun. Sounds like we both just had great, fantabulous, super-dupulous times.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about news?
Yeah, I'm really tired, so I'm kind of hoping to get this over with so I can play Monster Hunter until about 1 o'clock so I can fall asleep.
I'm really tired, so I'm not going to go to sleep till 1 a.m. because I'm going to play Gideovame.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Yeah. Logic sound, I get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Tenants on our own land. New Zealand bans sale of homes to foreign buyers.
This was submitted by Kantikillik to our World News.
So New Zealand is upset that the number of people that are from New Zealand are not owning New Zealand homes at this point in time. Now, if you're curious what that means, around half, 50% of adults in New Zealand own their homes in 1991. Now, in 2018, the number of adults that own their home in New Zealand is around 20 to 25%. And if you're curious, the number of foreigners that own homes in New Zealand, it is around 10% of all homes in the entire country are owned by people that live outside of the country.
Okay. That's a decent number.
However, I do not feel like this is a unique problem to New Zealand. I would be curious to see.
I would say that's a problem here too.
Yeah, I think it's just a problem with like the generation and how finances are going around the world right now. Because guess what, Nathan? You and me are technically adults that don't own our own homes.
I'm technically an adult?
Yep, technically you are legally an adult.
Whack!
Yeah, right, I know.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like, I don't see the problem is that, foreigners are buying up our homes. I see the problem as being that our own people can't afford to buy a home.
Yeah. I ain't got money for homes. We are the generation of homeless.
Well, and also the average rent in New Zealand is $1,600 a month.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's the same as it is here.
Right. But from my point of view, that's not bad.
Yeah, but you should get the fuck out of that place. But even beyond that, though, like the number of people that just don't have the financial power that these people did 20 and 30 years ago, it doesn't surprise me at all that the number of people that own a home has gone down.
Yeah, I'm surprised we still have homes and not just giant, like, living blocks.
And reportedly, New Zealand has one of the highest real estate values in the world. So not only is the economy not exactly doing well no matter where you are, and people are still trying to pay, low-end workers as little as possible, their homes cost more than they ever have in the past. So not only are people broke, they also can't have any hope of affording the overpriced homes that exist in New Zealand.
But if you just stopped eating avocado toast every morning...
It's all them damn iPhones that you buy every year.
And the avocados.
Yeah, you're spending $2 on an avocado and $700 on an iPhone. I mean, that's like a half a mortgage payment.
If you just save it up.
Half of one monthly mortgage payment.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, no, there's no way. That is the ultimate level of being completely out of touch with how things work and what state the world is in.
4.
It's all that damn avocado toast. Roger Stone posts, then deletes Nazi Space Force meme. He says he didn't notice the swastikas.
How do you not notice shit like that? This is submitted by Bint Elkhandak to Our Politics.
So Roger Stone, if you don't know, he's a confidant of United States President Donald Trump. He's a longtime Republican operative. And somebody had created a meme that was basically, it's a shot of what was a bunch of astronauts in the traditional orange uniforms. But the logo on the right-hand side, on the right breast, has been replaced with a blue patch that has a swastika on it that has a rocket shooting off of it. And there's also a big, massive blue and red swastika right behind everyone's left shoulder.
Is it behind everyone's left shoulder? Or?
I mean, it's in the top right corner of the picture, so it'd be behind their left shoulder.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
But apparently he did not notice. Not only that, even beyond the swastikas, it also includes the language right below it. It says Space Force, because no one can hear in space. No one can hear you lie. Didn't apparently notice that either.
Ah!
Yeah, in space, no one
Wow!
can hear you
What an
lie.
incompetent dumbass.
Like, I mean, I'll admit there are times when I'm scrolling through Facebook and I'll just, like, just slam that share button when I see something. But Instagram, it takes a little more work. There isn't just a share button where it reposts it on your page. Now, I know there's apps that do that, but this does not, it is not indicated that he did this. Not only that, he also typed out a full description with hashtags for this Nazi meme that he shared.
You fucking knew it all along, dude. And if you didn't, you're fucking dumb, and you need to be paying more attention. Because it's fairly fucking obvious.
It's really obvious.
It's fucking blatant.
But you know what I thought it was? What I thought the possibility was for it, and it doesn't make the situation any better, is, if you get so used to seeing something, if it's so regular in your life, then you just tend to just not realize that things are there. So, maybe he is seen and is involved with so many swastikas that it was just a blank image to him.
I guess when you're so used to being a certain way, you tend to just ignore the signs that are around you.
Yeah, like the horribly racially charged ones that are... There's literally 8 of them in the picture.
There's tons of them. It is fucking
it's not like
everywhere.
A little hidden swastika. No, there's a big fat one in the corner and 7 more that are on everyone's chest.
Yeah, it's right fucking there.
And even beyond that, you didn't read the caption at the bottom that says Space Force and space, no one can hear you lie.
I mean, when you're willfully ignorant of a lot of things.
I guess.
3.
Newly elected Mexico lawmaker kidnapped.
This was submitted by Rich DeHoser to Our World News.
So this is about Norma Azucena Rodriguez Zamora, and she was kidnapped at gunpoint on a highway. 2 men actually shot at their car, which injured one of their assistants and caused the car to crash and flip over. They then pulled Miss Rodriguez from her car and forced her into their vehicle, and she has not been seen since.
She got kidnapped in the exact spot another dude got kidnapped like a month ago.
Well, she was elected on July 1st to represent the Eastern Veracruz state in the lower house of Congress, and you are correct of that within the last, it was a little over a month ago, the mayor of a town of Naupan was seized and killed in the same area, and they just recently actually found his body. And unfortunately, it is very well believed that they will find hers soon.
Yeah. They have a very big problem right now with their politicians being murdered.
They have a very big violence problem in general right now, but a lot of it is being targeted against their politicians. And most of it is because there's a massive amount of gang activity on multiple levels that are going on in Mexico.
Do you know how you stop cartels?
By legalizing the substances that they're peddling?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you legalize cocaine, the drug cartels won't have anything to cartel anymore.
Yeah, you legalize cocaine and make it to where you can do it in safe areas.
But, yeah. But as long as that's the state of things, looks like the mob is literally taking people out in Mexico.
Yeah. Would you say that they have some bad hombres down there?
It's a pun.
Is it a pun? I don't know.
It's not really a pun. It's just a reference.
I mean, I feel like we have some bad hombres here in America, but they're not hombres. They're just shitty fucking people.
We just have bad people, yeah.
It doesn't matter where you are. Just some people are more blatantly, bad.
Yeah. This is just, I mean, I'm certain shit like this happens in America. Maybe not towards politicians as much, but...
2.
Weed killing chemical linked to cancer found in some children's breakfast foods.
This is submitted by Miami Power to our news.
So I don't know if you've heard the word glyphosate before, glyphosate, but it is a weed-killing chemical that some health authorities have linked to cancer. And basically what it is it's a very common herbicide that is used to keep weeds off of plants to grow larger and more productive crops. But they are not doing a very good job of making sure that the crops don't absorb a ton of it or not washing them off properly, because 31 out of 45 different tested products all had over the safe amount of glyphosate still existing within their foods.
It amazes me that there's safe levels of poison that is allowed in foods.
I mean, we put mercury and stuff in our foods for different purposes, and like realistically, you shouldn't like eat iron, but our body does need it, so.
Right, but it kind of amazes me, you know, things that are generally just blatantly poisons that your body doesn't need, we're allowing in foods to a certain extent.
Let me see if I can't understand this chart. If you would like to know which substances, of course, you can always just go to the link here, and it'll provide you with a list of the substances they checked. But it is difficult for me to actually determine which ones, how they classify which ones do not fit which ones are dangerous is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyway, if you are concerned, though, take a look at that list, see if you can interpret it, and then good luck. Don't get
here's
cancer,
hoping
kids.
you can make better heads or tails of it.
Yeah, don't get cancer, kids.
Yeah, cancer sucks.
1.
I'm just going to shorten this down to England libraries.
This was submitted by Mania for Beatles to Art Books.
So what it is that the city council in Northamptonshire in England, they're running into financial troubles because, you know, the world is running into financial troubles because all of the money is owned by like 20 people. But beyond that issue, what they were trying to figure out, you know, what are we going to do about the money we don't have? So they were going to close 21 of their 36 libraries.
That's so much.
Even beyond that, 13 of those 21 libraries had children's centers in them to provide activities, education, and childcare.
What? They're just fucking over the entire neighborhood.
Well, a young girl and her family brought the entire county council, I realize it's the city council earlier, county council to court, and a judge ruled that they will have to revisit their plans while paying attention to legal obligations, because they do have a legal obligation to have libraries and have a certain number of libraries per number of people. They have to maintain a number of libraries per the European average, per law, and the European average is one library per every 16,000 people, which they do currently meet. If they close these libraries, they'd have one library for every 60,000 people.
Wow. That's fucking insane. That's not enough library.
No, and so they have to find a way forward that is satisfactory and achievable for all parties. They can't be closing a pile of libraries because they wanna.
Well, I mean, yeah, libraries are very important.
Well,
and even though you guys may not use libraries, it is very, very important to a neighborhood.
And that's the point that I was going to make, is that you are either somebody who uses your library or you do not. And if you are somebody who does not use your library, you will never see the vast number of people who do.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go to the library every Tuesday. I haven't anymore because, I mean, I kind of have stopped reading, but...
Yeah, that's fair. I understand.
I read it every now and then.
Listener submission. Grandfather has a new method to play Pokemon Go.
This was submitted by OTT 2K6 to our iReadit cast.
So this is about a man from Taiwan, also known as Uncle Pokemon.
Uncle Pokemon.
Uncle Pokemon. So he has a bicycle that he has rigged with several phone holders to where he can play Pokemon Go on 11 smartphones at one time.
Why?
Because it's his passion. He's retired. It's just what he does with his spare time. It helps him
stay... but I mean, like, if you see a rare Pokemon, do you sit there and whip out all 11 phones and catch it?
They're all always on. They are hooked to his handlebars where he can see and actually work on all 11 of them at once.
That is entirely too much.
And he plans to add 4 more phones, but does believe after that point that he would be out of space on his bicycle. So he'll have to
15 phones.
He'll have to cap out at 15, Nathan.
Yo, this guy is carrying a fucking, like, He has to have like a trailer behind him that has a generator on that bitch.
He actually has one of the front baskets that you normally put stuff in, and he keeps a lot of things in there, food, blankets, like what are they called, a poncho, stuff like that. He also has a massive battery pack in there that currently has enough power to to allow him to play for 20 hours straight before he'll run out of power.
On 11 different phones?
On 11 phones. He can play for 20 hours straight. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is he has something the size of a car battery sitting in there.
Yeah, he has to. Like, he has to have some kind of giant-ass car battery, because that's fucking insane. You have to have so much fucking power to power Pokemon Go alone.
And even beyond that, you want to know the thing that is truly the most, thing?
What?
He currently spends roughly $1,300 a month on Pokemon Go.
That's disgusting. That's as much as people's rent. That's fucking disgusting. No one ever should be paying that much on a phone game. I don't care if you're fucking Clash of Clans and you're the highest clan in the fucking world. You should not be spending that much money on a phone game.
Unless you're making money from the game.
Yeah, like you have to be streaming it and actually making money. Streaming Pokemon Go is awfully awkward.
Right, but I mean, if you're making money from a game, it makes sense to put money in the thing that is making you money.
Right.
But if it's literally just a hobby and you're spending $1,300 a month, which I mean realistically is like he's only putting like $100 into each phone.
And he's going to be probably upping that.
Probably,
when you
man.
Think about it. Because he's getting 4 more phones.
Those are rookie numbers. Got to pump those numbers up.
He's going up to 15 phones, dude.
Yeah. Rookie numbers.
That is... Oh my god, that is too much and that is disgusting. You need to calm down.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Nathan, what did you care about in the last 24 hours?
Well, I purchased Monster Hunter on the PC last night, so I downloaded it. I tried playing it on its highest settings.
How'd your computer do?
It is almost there. It has every now and then when I have too many monsters on the screen or too many people walking on the screen, it'll like start stuttering and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me sad because like if I walk out and I go and fight a Jagras and there's like a great Jagras and there's like 8 tiny regular Jagras around, it kind of like starts stuttering and stuff. So I can run it on high, but I could technically run it on highest, but I would only be running it on highest if I wanted to do things like arena missions where the area is not bogged down by massive things to load. But otherwise, it seems great. They have a problem with the PC version where if you fight the final boss, there's about a 25% chance or something like that of your save data getting into some kinds of problems. But there's ways around it. For instance, if you log into Monster Hunter World on a friend's PC, load your data, then watch that cutscene at the end, and then save the game, it'll fix it on your computer as well.
Okay.
Aside from that, there's also a problem. They have the Dark Souls problem, where they have hackers that are going in and loading out your inventory and loading up your money with hacked-in items.
Oh, weird.
So there's that. You just got to be careful of that. But
all right.
Otherwise, the game looks very smooth. The game plays very nice. I've been playing on a controller, so, I haven't been using the mouse and keyboard, but I hear the mouse and keyboard's not very great, which is why I'm using the controller. Everything looks fucking weird with 360 buttons for displays instead of the PS4 buttons. Sure. But I have made my character. I made him look a bit like a haggard Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones, so I named him Ser Jaime. And my Palico is Sir Pounce, who is the name of the Lannister's cat.
Cool.
So.
Well, we shall have to play, sir.
Yeah, I actually have 2 more people that can play with us too, so we have a full squad of 4.
Sick.
So,
yeah. The other people, one is Matt, and who's the other one?
My coworker Vang.
Oh, okay. Vang. How long has he worked there?
He's worked there maybe 6 months, but he used to be a courier before that.
Okay, I think I know him.
Neat.
Yeah, I think I know him. In any case, Vang is a pretty unique name, which is why it tends to stand out.
Actually, it's kind of funny. His name's Vang Vu,
Okay.
and his brother's name is Vang Vu.
Maybe it's his brother that I know. Do you know what his
They
brother
have,
does?
They have, huh?
Do you know what
I have no idea what his brother does,
Okay.
but they have different middle names.
Okay. Interesting. In any case, all right, the thing that I cared about is also video game related, and that is that Graveyard Keeper, I talked about it yesterday. It releases today, so you are able to go get that. It is also one of the...
I had a thing in my Steam for like 25% off on it.
Yeah, right on. You should use it.
I don't know if I have the spare money at the moment to do it.
The game is only $20 base, so with the coupon, it's only $15.
Okay.
So
well, where's my coupon?
It's not exactly breaking the bank if you are looking to pick the game up, but I highly recommend
Graveyard
it.
Keeper,
just based
right?
on, I've not played it. I am recommending it purely on appearances because I think it looks awesome. I intend to play it, and I will tell you if it is actually good or not. And you are welcome to wait for me to tell you, but that will probably not be until like a while.
Good, because my thing expires on the 29th. So if you play at least a little bit of it before then,
I will tell you within the next 2 weeks, then, sir.
sick.
All right. In any case, let's go ahead and get out of here. For everybody, if you'd like to help support this show, we would definitely appreciate it a lot. We are currently working on paying off Nathan's new computer, which is why we haven't run into the technological issues on any front, with my computer not having any issues from replacing it last year. Nathan's this year. We appreciate all of our patrons.
This fucking 25% off coupon is tradable. I'm just going to give it to you so you can get it cheaper.
I already got one.
Oh, neat. Perfect. Yeah. So never mind.
In any case, but thank you, though. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, if you would like to help continue to support us and be one of our delightful people that are either a patron or someone who picks up one of our pieces of merchandise, you can go to patreon.com/dailyinternet or hit the merchandise link in the description below, regardless of where you are. Where can you find the show? Well, if you're not happy with where you're listening or watching to it right now, the videos are available on Facebook and YouTube, and audio versions are available on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play, and probably anywhere else that you normally get your podcasts from. If you want to help us even beyond that, you can follow and share us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit, all of which are at iReaditCast. You can also leave us 5-star reviews on those audio-only platforms, which helps other people find the show. But if you would like us to talk about anything in particular, whether it's a news story from today, yesterday, 6 months ago, or if you just want our opinion on something that happened 15 years ago, please send us a message to any of those platforms, and we'd be happy to talk about them. Otherwise, you can follow me on social media at Schwahn Michael and Nathan at Bimmenstein. And that's it. That is your 503rd dose of the internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Ewan What Army.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Goodbye.
Bye.